It appears to be strange times. And it's only strange times for the mind. The mind that participates. The mind that volunteers itself to be in the midst of things. You see? Mind wants to be in the midst of things, to establish, to know, to learn, to defeat, to uncover. But what really is taking place is mind is in the midst of itself. One really simple way of discovering, of explaining what's taking place is you have yourself split in two as mind, believing I am this body, I am this mind, I am. I am is discussing all the things that it knows about itself, facing each other on the table. Counselor and patient. And you know that's what's taking place. You look in the mirror. That's a two-way discussion. Yeah. I want to know what's going on in this world today. And the answer comes, well, let's find out. Let's do some research. Yeah? You're speaking to yourself every day. Every single moment, every day. And when you decide to speak to another, they reply for you on your behalf. And it's this two-way discussion where mind, if it doesn't like what it hears about what it's saying itself, it can take another approach, another route. This is duality. When mind is conversing with itself. You're in the car. I want to know which opening to take to get to the shopping centre. And you're driving along and mind says, oh yeah, it's second left. We class it as a memory system, but it's mind discussing with mind through the whole memory system that mind is. This I, ego mind is a memory system. What is taking place now is something superior. I'm not going to use a name. Wakening the world up. The world being you, your world, not the whole world. Wakening your world up. Barging through mind. Opening the door onto this conversation and saying, wake up. Wake up. Let me tell you what awakening is. It's not you awakening. There's not a you awakening. And then you realize God. You realize this beautiful enlightenment, this beautiful profound bliss, joy and beauty. And then you feel spiritual, soulful. Yeah? You've connected with truth. And that's a reflection. That's the mind playing games with itself. A true awakening is when God, shouldn't use a name, but when consciousness enters the room and says, hey, what's going on? Wake up. And you turn to look at yourself as if to say, who the hell is this? And you find you're the only one in the room. Wake up to that dream self. I'm going to compact a lot of information in this short video. Let's look at the result of this awakening. You feel worthy that this consciousness can pick on you and tell you to wake up. You feel non-dual because you're the only one in the room. Consciousness wakes you up, disappears. I'm gone. Takes a long time to disappear. So you're non-dual, you're left. There's no mind, there's no one to speak to. There's no discussion taking place. But you're a fool. You're an absolute fool. You start laughing to yourself, giggling. I've been speaking to myself all my life. Through everything, I has been speaking to itself all its life. Yeah. And then, what does a fool mean? What does being a fool mean? Everything was in front of my face and I never saw it. Everything, wherever I looked, was in front of my face and I never, ever, ever opened my eyes wide enough to see it. And all these old little quotes come into play. The truth is in front of your face. The truth is in front of you. Yeah? It's in front of my very face. It's in front of your very face, the teacher says. And you realize what fooled this truth from being seen. Your head. Because you think it's that face. That little beautiful, wonderful face with two eyes, nose, mouth, that looks in the mirror and thinks, I am that head. The moment is in front of your face, but you need to find your appropriate face. Where is your face? Everything that exists comes from one point, the core. Yeah. The core, that gut feeling of, I was born from this place. The core, the meaning, the point. Yeah? And then you realize you were born inside your mother from that umbilical cord. And then it's very simple mathematics. Take a tape measure out. Where is the center of your body? Where is the core? Another foolish thing, the heart, because it's an organ. The heart is the core, the heart of things, that pure initial birthplace, the heart, where everything is born, that core, that point of beingness. And then if you're fortunate, you'll start experiencing videos, books of saints and gurus that speak about your hara, your core. That's your face, you see? That's your face. The center of your body has to be your face, the true face. So truth is in front of your belly. Yeah. But again, you'll start looking at this beautiful fat thing, this body. Where lies the belly, you see? Where lies the belly? And through the belly, through that umbilical cord where you were first connected to your mother. Umbilical cord came first. Can't feed you otherwise. Umbilical cord came first. Where was it connected to? Your belly. That's your store. That's your place of being. That's your whole history. That's your birthplace. Where is this umbilical cord now? Oh, well, that one is cut. I'm ghost. And that's head mind coming in and saying anything that's got disconnected, you cannot repair. Yeah. And you take your car to the garage and the brakes get repaired. Yeah. And you can repair anything, but you can't repair yourself, you see. But it's not a physical repair. It's just that your mind has been impaired. Yeah. Once you're in the room on your own, everything is there. Because you see that you're not inside the room. The room is inside you. It's also outside of you when you look from this face. But it's inside of you when you look from the truth. The true place of looking. So truth is in front of your very face. But you need to establish what face it is. And to establish what face you're looking from, that true place of looking, that seeing place, that being place, that living place, you have to realize your mind. Realize that you're a fool. And this foolishness is truth. This foolishness will wake you up. And you'll never become part of a system again. You'll realize that the system, the conditioned system, the system of society, the system of control, the system of power, the system of trying to contain and control an individual, put boundaries around these systems. They're just, you can flick them away, you see. There's no need to you. They're serving no being any purpose. And so you've woke up to all systems. And mind says, but you have to participate, you have to fit in. So therefore you're putting yourself back into the system. Your mind cannot be put back into the system. Your body appears as if it is participating in the system. But what is the lesson from all of this? What is the lesson when consciousness comes in and says, hey, wake up, and makes a fool of you? It gives you wisdom. And the wisdom is all of these things that's going on in our world today, including fictitious, well, they're not fictitious viruses. Viruses are essential to the human body, essential. All of this egoistic laziness where people think through their head that they are more powerful than God, that we can prevent things, we can cure things, we can make things better, to improve and create. And it's just simply, absolutely the opposite of foolishness. They think it's intelligence, and this intelligence will drive us all insane. And through this insanity, we will start speaking fluently to each other, to ourselves. And the awakening from consciousness will be very simple. You won't have to shout, because you'll babble your way into a corner through your mind. And the world is babbling its way into a corner. And consciousness is sitting waiting, because it doesn't even have to come into the room now. You're going to wake up without it. But the whole problem of waking up without a reminder from God, a reminder from consciousness, is you'll fall back into that trap again. That was a mini awakening. I didn't see God. Yeah, I'm free from mind. I'm non-dual. And then next day, back into this system of ego. The system's not based on a bad thing. The system is based on we can do it better than God. We don't have to trust. We don't have to accept the world as it is. We don't have to have faith, because we're superior. We'll fix human beings. We'll fix viruses. We'll fix oceans. We'll fix mountains. We'll fix planets. We'll fix the universe. Yeah. Consciousness is, wow, what's happening? What is going on? So the result of awakening the result of enlightenment is simply this. It appears as if you're participating, and the body appears to be doing the same things as most other bodies. But there's a knowledge that all of this is just, I don't know what you could call it. It's just a mess of ideas, a mess of, when you get in the room of yourself and you start speaking to yourself, mind and mind, sometimes it gets so confusing, so illogical, so much argument, confrontation, that you turn away from each other instantly. And when you turn back, hopefully one of you is gone. You know, when you've met God, that you've no power. But if you trust in God or consciousness, if you allow this foolishness to be in you and laugh and giggle and say, what a fool I've been, if you really, really have been awakened by that one, then you'll know that all of this is in good hands. And it's not in good hands from your media, your politicians. And these are mind-based. I'm not picking on people, you see. All those who think they have solutions. All those who think they can fix and tie the external umbilical cord back on. Your internal umbilical cord in your core, in your very being, which lies as truth in front of truth, has never been disconnected. Yeah. How the hell would consciousness of God get in the door? How the hell would he find you? Or it find you? Sexist. Trust. Don't participate with this. Or participate fully, so that you speak yourself into that room, into that corner, and you explode when the door opens. And you think, I'm going to die. And consciousness says, no, I'm not that nice. You don't escape death as easy as that. You've got to work for it. You're awake. Now get back on the track. And be that spirit that you were born to be. A reflection of me. Namaste.